Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony. Welcome back to another video. Today we're driving around Alton, Illinois, which is a really old town. It's actually as old, if not older, than St. Louis, Missouri, and at one time was competing to be the largest city in the area. Now, this was quite a long time ago. Lewis and Clark came through this area. They were Native Americans in this area, and most of the oldest buildings are now gone. There's also a lot of houses from the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s that are slowly disappearing along with other buildings. And so I kind of wanted to preserve it, and if you're one of my fans and you watch all the videos, stay tuned, because we're also going to show you another street in the next town over, which is kind of a dying thing. It's an old main street that had everything you would need on one little strip, and now it's mostly empty businesses, and I'm going to tell you some about that as well. Also, I wanted to test in this video. I found out I was able to hook up this Blue Yeti X microphone directly to the iPhone to narrate the videos, and wanted to try that out and see what you guys think of that. So, might mess around with the audio a little bit during the video. Hope you guys enjoy the video though. If you're watching right now, there's a lot of unique buildings. Very old town on top of a river bluff. The Mississippi River is down below the town, and the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers are nearby. If you look up the history of the town, you'll find tons of stuff. It's also known as one of America's most haunted small towns. Illinois' first, I believe, college classroom was in Alton, Illinois. The Underground Railroad went through here. There was a sanitarium, mineral springs. Look it up. Do some research. You'll find a lot of interesting stuff about this town. Here we are coming down, I believe, Bill Street, and that is the grain bin or grain elevator that is right on the riverfront in front of you, and this is probably State Street right here. So we're going to continue to drive, and then we're going to put the drone up in there. I also just found out that I can download the high-definition drone files directly to the phone, so that there is really no reason for me to get on a computer at all to make you guys videos in the future. And as soon as I get a chance to go out with Andrew and we find some more abandoned stuff or, exciting things, it won't take me very long to put that stuff straight up for you guys in super high definition. I'm real excited about this, guys. You'll probably see more and more videos come out from me. I'd like you guys, though, I got a chore for you, or a task. I want each and every one of you to look up some sort of interesting fact about the history of Alton, Illinois, or somebody notable that came from here, and then put it in the comments section below. This is, part of downtown facing the river like we were talking about earlier. We're going to fly kind of to the right a little bit and just take a look at some of these buildings. Now, when you get to downtown, you'll notice there are a lot of empty lots. Buildings used to stand one right on top of the other. They were, in fact, connected. I've been to the History Museum before, the City History Museum. They have a real nice small one, and taking a look at the old photographs, and every bit of this downtown area, from the residential streets to the business sections or districts, were completely packed wall to wall, building to building, no space in between almost. And it's sad to see this stuff decline and just one right after another disappear. Really old Rust Belt town, industrial town, probably the same story all over the United States. That ugly thing in front of you right there was the casino. It used to look, like a typical riverboat casino. Then they painted it these putrid, ugly pastel greens and yellows and purples, and it looked like a clown threw up on it. It was really quite horrible. Now, this is more drone footage of Ferguson Avenue in Wood River, Illinois, historic Wood River. Now, 15, 16, 17 years ago, there were still a lot of businesses left. There was a little hardware store that was fantastic, really old hardware store, possibly a movie theater, all kinds of stuff down here. And at one point, I'd kind of wanted to get a house along this street because everything you wanted was right here. At one point, I'm sure there was a grocery store, a library, a post office. City Hall's not very far away. Just everything, really. There was a cobbler here who repaired shoes, and I actually talked to him and met him several times. And he wanted to sell his business when he shut it down, and he wasn't really into the internet or doing mail order stuff, and just didn't have anybody to sell the business to, and when he retired, it shut down. There was another one in Alton that may or may not be shut down that does the same thing, and there's one very small hardware store left in Alton, Illinois. Bose Hardware. And the thing that's interesting about that place is it's small, the prices aren't much higher, but one guy opens it, owns it, and operates it, and he knows where every single thing is on the shelf. So you walk in, show him or tell him what you need, and he grabs you one and hands it straight to you. I had some plumbing fixtures that you cannot buy at any big box hardware store or plumbing supply place, and he'll look at it and go, oh, that was manufactured by such and such American blah 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 over in Cleveland, Ohio, and I have a couple similar things in the back, and I can put one together and make you one. And in fact, he kept me from having to completely take out some pipes that were behind a chase in my basement and replace it with new pipes and redo everything. If he wouldn't have been there, I probably would have had to, because I couldn't find the stem in the part for the water shutoff that fit the stuff that's in this house. And this house isn't even that old. It's 1948. But he's getting older, and eventually one day he'll probably shut down and stop working, and I doubt anybody will take it over, and that'll be that. So a lot of this stuff we're filming here, there's a little Napa auto parts store. There was a garage here with a bunch of bays where they worked on cars. But once this stuff is gone, it's gone. We're also going to take a quick look at a drive-in restaurant called Charlie's Silver Fox that's probably been open forever. People probably went there after football games or dances, and really good food. There was another one called Uncle Louie's, I believe. King Louie's, excuse me. And they one of the two has shut down. I'm not sure which one is out of business. Then the last scene of the video, we're going to go to a little meat market or grocery store called Seavers. It's a neighborhood grocery store, and it's very small. They have shopping carts. They have one, conveyor belt. And in any case, though,
it echoes in here.
There's not very many of those left in small towns either, neighborhood grocery stores. There were a ton of them around here in Alton. It's a very old area, but that's one of the last ones I'm aware of. And probably when whoever owns it dies or passes on, there's a pretty good chance that'll be gone as well.
Whoa, what's this? That's kind of a cool entryway. Oh yeah, it was the man that did the shoe repairs.
Now, if you heard me talking about jingling, I might have talked over it, but there was a coin shop nearby here, and I was talking about how silver coins sound different when they shake in your pocket or you clank them together. They have a neat sound. If you want some
hardware store across the street.
If you want some silver coins, you can go buy some. Some places they sell it as, they're not mint condition. They're a lot cheaper. They're sold as scrap silver. And, they have, what are they called? Mercury dimes. And different types of quarters that are, like 99 point whatever percent silver. And they're pretty cool just to buy a few of them, even if you're not, investing. This is a resale shop, kind of a neat building. A few of these, there were rounded windows on the corners.
They have a basement.
And one of the buildings I saw, it was sad, the round curved windows on the corners of the building had been broken, and they put a flat piece of plexiglass in its place. And, that's just the way it goes, though. Stuff like this, nobody invests in building like that anymore. It'd be far too expensive. I mean, stuff isn't made to last. It's thrown up. So I don't know how good this video is, but I hope you stick with it, and whether you guys like these or not, or whether or not I get as many views as when I make videos running in crazy abandoned places and finding, human organs in basements. I'm going to probably continue to try to get better at, there's a curved window I was talking about, filming and documenting these areas that are in my area, because they will disappear, and it'd be nice to, have a high definition record of it. There was an old bridge coming into town here that was really kind of neat, and it was old and kind of rickety, and I was able to go online on YouTube, and somebody had a video. They probably got rid of it sometime in the 90s, and somebody had like some camcorder footage of it uploaded of their last trip over the bridge, and it's really kind of cool the way people can make videos, put them on YouTube. Hopefully this library doesn't disappear, because the files will be lost to me. I can't possibly save all the stuff I've recorded, but hopefully it'll be there so that somebody who's interested, maybe I can tag it correctly, so somebody can find it at a later date. And if you have any interesting places, Old Town, historic Main Street, and you get a good camera, or even a crummy one, it really doesn't matter. I'd encourage you to document it and preserve it and put it up. So the last few times I've been down here, even in nice weather, there wasn't very many people out.
But you guess she doesn't really have much time off.
About 15 years ago, there was a ton of people that would be out on the street, walking around, going into the hardware store, going to the ice cream shop, into the restaurants, the shoe stores. This would be a busy area, even, like I say, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. There's quite a bit of foot traffic. And most of the time when I come down here now, unless it's drunk people staggering in and out of the bars on this street, it's pretty desolate. Looks like a ghost town. Sunday, nothing was open. Every last thing was closed, and there was nobody around. This is a dress shop. I like these entryways on these old stores. They build the excitement before you even come in with the inlaid floor, and I don't know if it's marble, but the different patterns and tiles and designs. Really cool. There's the front of the hardware store. I want to say they had a piano in there that somebody played. I didn't go down to the Wood River History Museum. There's a tree sitting down there that has a bicycle. The tree grew around the bicycle, if that makes sense, so it looks like the bicycle's just going through the tree. And it's something they found and put outside the museum. And that can happen, because I've been out in the woods before where there was a tree that grew pretty large, and there was like an old fence or piece of concrete or something, and it's sticking right out of the middle of the tree. I like walking down these alleyways. Now, my scenes are a little bit out of order, but behind here shortly, you're going to see a bunch of gas cans that were sitting behind this building. And I thought, that's not really a great place just to leave gas cans out with gasoline in them. I don't know. Didn't seem like a good idea. So this resale shop had a couple deer heads and bongos sitting in the front window. Here comes another mount. So tell me what you guys think about the audio, other than me talking over myself, and the definition of the video, the quality. There's the gas cans. I thought that's really odd. There's a bunch of woods in the building there, and let's just leave some gas cans laying around. I'm surprised they didn't have a pack of lighters laying there too. Nice natural light can in the alley. For some reason, I have an affinity for filming trash. This is actually a little corner, looks like cafe or diner. I might have to go check it out sometime when it's open. Looks like it's closed on Sundays. This was an art gallery. You really can't see the window through the window. There was a bunch of paintings up front of like eagles with flags behind them. They were decent, but nothing all that interesting. But then I looked over to the left, and they have leather tooling classes, and there was some like kind of brown bondage mass with spikes that looked like they were on pig head busts that fit on pigs. And there's the Charlie Silver Fox Drive-In. The food at these places are tremendous if you like hamburgers and, you know, fries and, you know, whatever a old school drive-in would have, shakes. This is in downtown Alton again. We're here just for a second, and these are a little bit out of order, but this is the Grand Theater. I believe it's the Grand Theater. Yeah, that's what it is. And a local law firm that has a bunch of money has been restoring buildings in downtown, or trying to, and I thought they were going to buy this one and wanted to do something with it. The last time this was used at all, I believe there's a haunted house in it, but now it's just too dangerous to have open. They have it boarded up. It says it's covered with camera footage, you know, security cameras, and they want you to stay out. But I did walk up the metal staircase on the side, which was a little bit nerve-wracking because it's kind of high. You can see it there, but it's secured to the side of this old brick building. So, I don't know. I don't love heights, and it kind of made me nervous. I didn't have enough wherewithal to hit the button and focus on the dirt and kind of do a focus roll for you guys. But here was the walk up to that. And once again, that's down by the downtown near the grain elevators. The other day I made a video, and I think maybe it was the abandoned warehouse with the guys in it, and there was a shot from a corner with a bunch of cars running by. This is where I took that clip at. But yeah, it's crazy. Been doing all my editing, all my narration, everything, putting all the files. I mean, I could use the GoPro, the iPhone camera, the drone, my mirrorless DSLR, pretty much anything, and automatically the high-def files are on the iPhone, and it has a powerful enough processor and graphics card to just like instantly edit this stuff with absolutely no like delay or pause. It's just unbelievable what you can do with this thing. So if you're somebody that's wants to have a YouTube channel, man, trade your phone and get an iPhone Pro and get a gimbal and get Filmic, and then add a drone. But that's really where you should start, and then add stuff on. Here's the Seavers Meat Market or grocery store. It's just off in a little quiet neighborhood in Wood River. And here I am. I'm going to take a look through the window. There's shopping carts, there's freezers, they have a meat counter, there's a conveyor belt and grocery bags. Just a little tiny grocery store. There was a bundle of them in Alton, and there's still a little larger one that's small like that, and another one that was nearby me that shut down, I don't know, maybe about 10 years ago or so, which sucks. So this is the same footage once again. Hey, if you made it to the end of this video and you enjoyed my video, you must actually be one of my true fans, and I appreciate it. So leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.